Om Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhaashyakritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Saha Virjam Karavavahai तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ नमो भगवते वैवस्वताय मृत्यवे ब्रह्म विद्याचार्याय नचिकेतसे च So we need to just a minute. Gita Press page number 112, second paragraph. PDF file page number 27, fifth line. Yasya idam. So let's read the Moolam mantra. Puram Ekadashadvaram. Puram Ekadashadvaram.
Puramekadashadvaram
Jasyavakrachetasah.
Yasyavakrachetasaha
Anushtayana shochati.
Anashtayana Sochati
Vimuktascha vimukchate.
Vimuktasya Vimuchyate
Etadvitat.
Etadvaitat
Bhaashyam. Yasya idam.
Yasya idam
Puram tam parameshwaram.
Puram tam Parameshwaram
Puraswaminam.
Puraswaminam
Anushtaya dhyatva.
Anushtaya Dhyatva
Dhyanam hi.
Jnanam hi
Tasya anushtanam.
Tasya Anushtanam
Samyak vijnana purvakam.
Samyak Vijnana Purvakam.
Yeah. So we are looking at this first mantra of the second Valli of the second Adhyaya, second chapter, 2.2.1, where we saw that this body was called as a city of 11 gateways. Okay. And then that Brahma is present as Atma in this body. So there is a Mahavakyam here, okay, which is implied, not explicitly stated, but that's implied here, referring to the body. Okay. So we completed the Bhaashyam of the first half. Puram Ekadashadvaram Ajasya Avakra Chetasa. That meant we complete. So this body is 11 gated, and who is it meant for? Okay, Ajasya, the one that is unborn. Body has date of birth, and it will have a date of death also. But this Atma is Ajasya, unborn, and Avakra Chetasaha belongs to the Atma which is unborn and Akutilam, not crooked, not changing, etc. Means Nityam. That Atma which is Nityam, Avakra Chetaha. That is the meaning. Nityasya Atmanaha Ajasya Puram. This city belongs to Atma. Like that. Like that it was said. And we also said that this is important because this is the logic that Sankhya use actually. And which says that If you have a car, the car is not meant for the car itself. The car is not meant for any part of the car, the steering wheel, the headlights, the seats, the fuel tank. No, the car is not meant for any of the parts that are there in the car. Then who is the car meant for? Means car is meant for somebody who is other than the car. Correct? That's all. That's the logic thing. Somebody other than the car owns the car. That's the idea. And then the car is jadam. Car has to be jadam because the owner of the car is the one to whom it belongs to. And the owner of the car is the one who objectifies this car, objectifies anything. Drishyatvat anityam. Huge statement it is. Drishyatvat anityam. Because you objectified, you, my dear friend, you objectified, that object becomes anityam. If something comes under your ambit, perception ambit. I got that word recently because today I'm going to present at the chartered accountants, and I saw their agenda. There is something called PMLA, Prevention of Money Laundering Act. Okay, and something new has come up. In May, the government has issued a notification which says that, see, what is money laundering? Suppose I have laundered money, and I buy some immovable asset like a house. I buy with that money, and the government proves that. Then I'll be prosecuted. Now, they say if some CA has helped me to buy this land, then the CA also is indirectly implicated. Maybe not directly, but indirectly. They are abetting this. So the huge thing it is CA, company secretary, and CWAs. All these people are also linked to this process. This is what. And so I just read it up because it's part of their agenda. I'm going to ask them if this is going to create stress for you or not. I'm going to ask them the question. I'm going to see what response I get. So, ambit. There they say the PMLA, the ambit of the reporting entity now includes CAs and CS. That is what I read. So I got the word ambit. So in your ambit, the world is in your ambit. Means what? You are the perceiver of the world. Therefore, the world is jadam. You are ajadam. You are chetanam. Okay. These things, this idea is to be invoked in this mantra. We saw that in the last class. So all right, let's look at the Bhaashyam here. The second half of the mantra, Anushtaya na sochati, is begun here to be explained by Bhagavan Shankaracharya. Okay. Yasya idam puram tam parameshwaram puraswaminam anushtaya dhyatva. So this puram, this city, namely this body, the one who owns up this body, the one to whom this body belongs to, yasya. Yasya, that means what? To whom? That means what? Yasya means atmanaha, brahmanaha. Belongs to, body belongs to atma. Means body is perceived by the atma. Body is an object. Atma is a subject. And so, idam puram, that idam puram belongs to, idam shariram belongs to, tam. Tam means what? Referring to body or atma? Atma. Correct. So tam atmanam. He didn't say atmanam. What does he say? Parameshwaram. Direct jump. Mahavakyam is there. He could have said atma. No. Tam parameshwaram. And then he's saying Puraswaminam. No, Parameshwaram, all right. But also Puraswami means right there in the body, owning up the body, making the body as though conscious. Body is never conscious, but as though conscious. As though consciousness is enough for us to survive. Okay. That That Atma, that Parameshwaram, Puraswaminam, the Swami of this body, the Yajamana of this body, the owner of this body, okay, Anushtaya is equal to Dhyatva, having done Dhyanam of, having done Dhyanam of that Parameshwara, that Atma, that Puraswami, okay, who is going to do Dhyanam is not mentioned here. So far, at least, not mentioned, right? Body is there, Atma is there, but somebody has to meditate on that Atma, okay? Okay, whoever, the wise person, the Viveki, the one who wants to know all these things, that person having meditated, Yatva, now we can do Dhyanam on Sri Krishna, Sri Rama. We can do Dhyanam on Devi. We can do Dhyanam on Ashtalakshmi. Everything can be done because form is there. Stories are there. You can do Om Krishna, mental puja, Manasa puja you can do. Om Krishna Yanamaha. Om Govardhana Giri Dharine Namaha. Okay, you can Om Radha Pata, you can come up with your own names. Om Radha Pataye Namaha. You can write your own 16 names and do a archana, mental archana, physical puja, all this you can. Dhyatva. That is that kind of dhyanam I can do. I must have something. Okay. He's saying here, first of all, dhyanam hi tasya anushtanam. A. Anushtanam literally means, you know what, in our common language, anushtan kiya means have you finished your daily prayers? Am I disturbing you? It's 6:30 p.m. I think your anushtanam time has come. You know, that's called anushtan. That you must be doing. That is the time when you light the lamp. 6 o'clock, you light the lamp. There are some things you have to do. So I can't come and disturb you at that time. So that activity is called anushtanam. And Vedic people means there will be a lot of things. The men have to do this, women have to do this. So many duties are there during that time. And so Anushthana. But here Shankaracharya is reminding us, A, that kind of physical activity is not implied by the word Anushtanam. Dhyanam hi tasya Anushtanam. You can only talk of Dhyanam for Atma. Dhyanam for Atma. And he's not going to leave it at that. Because what can you do with Atma? You can't visualize Atma. Atma has no properties, nothing. You can't give names and you can't do Archana to Atma. All these problems are there. Therefore, Dhyanam hi. But then you can't do Dhyanam of an unknown entity. Definitely not an unknown entity. Let's all meditate today on Swamiji's favorite word, Gagabugai. Gagabugai. Let's all meditate on Gagabugai. Hmm. Two responses can be there to the statement. One is, oh, Guruji is just too good. He's coming up with stuff and all that you can praise the Guruji. Or somebody else will say, what is this nonsense going on in this class? Meditate on something that you don't know anything about. Somebody can walk away from this. I don't like all this stuff. So Shankaracharya, look at that. Samyak Jnana Purvakam says you can't meditate on something that's you don't know anything about. In fact, you must know Samyak Jnana Purvakam, preceded by what? Vijnanam, knowledge. And what kind of knowledge? Samyak Vijnanam, preceded by proper knowledge, complete knowledge of Atma. That means preceded by Shravanam and Mananam. Therefore, he is referring to Nididhyasanam here. Okay. So preceded by Shravanam, Samyak Vijnanam. Samyak Jnanam itself should have been okay. Vijnanam, he says, that means better listen to Atma. Don't go into meditation with a confused idea of things. If I go into meditation with a confused idea, then I will continue to be confused because meditation cannot be a source of knowledge. It's not a pramanam. I go into meditation with some level of knowledge, some level of confusion. When I come out of knowledge, dhyana, What will happen if I don't know something? I will never know that thing. Because dhyanam cannot suddenly produce knowledge. Hey, for knowledge to be produced, you need something called pramanam. Pramanam only operating a pramanam will create prama. Prama is knowledge. Closing my eyes, I want to see all the people doing this bhajan. Bhajan chal raha hai. Margari bhajan is going on. Just now you heard. So closing my eyes, I can hear closing my eyes because ears are the pramanam for hearing, but I can't see who is all participating. Who are my friends who are there in that this one, that circumambulation? They walk around, temple is there, etc. They're doing that. You can't do that. You can't do that. No, no, some special powers might be there. We are not talking. This class is not for special people. This class is for normal people. Upanishad is meant for normal people, normal, suffering, and happy people. And so, but if special powers means what? The special pramanam is there through which I can figure out. Pramanam is needed. But यहाँ पर तो nothing special talked about so far in the Bhagavad Gita, nothing special talked about so far in the Kathopanishad. Therefore, samyak vijnana purvakam. Okay, that's a very important. It's an observation. We already know that. That's why Brihadaranyaka Upanishad Atmavare drashtavyaha shrotav. Yajnavalkya is telling Maitreyi, Atma va are Maitreyi, drashtavya, it must be seen clearly. Through what? Shrotavya, heard, heard from. Because so much conditioning is there, it's not possible to know it otherwise. Shrotavya, mantavya, then questions will arise, clarify those doubts, and then nididhyasitavya, those three words he uses. Drashtavya, shrotavya, mantavya, nididhyasitavya. In fact, drashtavyaha is equal to shrotavyaha mantavyaha nididya. Okay. So, so Shankaracharya here says, Samyag Vijnana Purvakam. And so, um, so already knowledge is there. Dhyatva. Dhyatva means what? What is the purpose of this dhyanam then? If I've already done Shravanam and Mananam and then done dhyanam, then Shravanam is meant for what? Is meant for Avarana Nivritti. The removal of the confusion is done by removal of avaran. Avaran is that which blocks me from gaining this vision is removed by Shravanam. Then Mananam, clarifications, doubts, Samshaya Nivritti. And Nididhyasanam is for Viparita Bhavana Nivritti. We saw this before. And so that Viparita Bhavana will go. And so that is what is being referred to here. And the tendency is to, Swami talks about this triangular format. Triangular format means what? My life is a triangular format. Means what? I am here, I am there in this world, and I have to protect myself from this world. I must live in this world, and I must protect myself from the world also. So I have to do that. But I need somebody's help to protect myself, and that is God. So me, the world, and God. That's triangle. This is a triangular format. Sorry, Paramatmanand, triangular format. And this Nididhyasana, what it does is, it says, Kutaha, who am I supposed to protect from? Because vision has shifted. Body, whatever little protection is needed, go for it. But finally, Atma. Atma is Sarvam. And so the Atma doesn't need any protection. This triangular format has to go away, replaced by what? Aham Satyam, Aham Sarvam, Jagat Mithya. Jagat is Mithya. That is the vision. So let's continue. Samyak Vijnana Purvakam Anushtaya Dhyatva. All right. Tam Tam sarveshana vinirmuktaha san.
Oh, sorry, Guruji. Tam sarveshana vinirmuktam sam
Vinirmuktaha san
vinirmuktaha san
samam
samam
sarvabhutastham dhyatva
sarvabhutastam dhyatva
na shochati.
na shochati.
Yeah. So he's going to conclude with na shochati. That person does not come to grieve. First quarter, third quarter of the month. Na shochati. How? How? Samam sarvabhutastham dhyatva. Well, Parameshwaram dhyatva, he said earlier. Now he's saying, what is that Parameshwara? Further qualified. Samam sarva bhutastam dhyatva. Suddenly my mind is going somewhere to Bhagavad Gita. Where does it go? Where does it go?
Samam sarveshu bhuteshu.
Samam sarveshu bhuteshu. Tishtantam parameshwaram. Parameshwaram also. Hey, the same word you just earlier. Tishtantam parameshwaram. Vinashyat swavinashyantam. Yeah, pashyati ta pashyati. Pashyati. यहाँ pashyati है नहीं. यहाँ न सोचती. दृष्ट्वा न सोचती. Okay. So there is that shloka. Sarvabhutasthhitam yo mam bhajatyekastvamaasthitah. Okay. There is one mantra in the 5th chapter or something like that. 6th, I forget where it is. Sarvabhutasthhitam yo mam means what? Hey, sarvabhutastham. That Atma which is there in everything in this world, every bhuta, every being in this world. That means it is all pervasive. Parameshwara already has used that word there. And that Atma, that Parameshwara is Samam also. Is Samam. Samam means what? Is the same. Same Atma. Atma cannot be different in different beings. And he's saying that with a reason. He's saying there are people called Sankhyas who say there are as many Atmas as there are Jivatmas. How many Atmas are there? We say Ekameva Advitiyam. They say Atma Bahutva Vadaha. They say there are as many Atmas as there are Jivas. And are those Atmas limited? No, they are all pervasive. There are many all pervasive Atmas. This is Sankhya. This is Sankhya. So therefore, in order to, he's indirectly saying, no, that won't work. That's why he's using the word samam, significant word there. And so, na shochati. And then how do I further dhyanam? Tam sarvaishana vinirmuktaha san. Vinirmuktaha san. Aishana. Eshana. That is the word. Sarva eshana. Eshana means sarva icha. Sarva ragadvesha. Desires. Giving up all desires. How can anybody give up all desires? Icha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Swarupini. Hey, she is the Shakti that is there in all of us. He is the one who is in the form of desire in me. Okay. Okay. And so what the cow can't desire, we can desire. Our desires have no limits. That's a Shakti. That's why it's called Shakti. You can desire what happens if we go to moon. Cow cannot say that. Even though cow can desire, cow has desires. It has very basic, simple desires. Basic. I'm hungry, I must eat something. Where is grass? I know some areas where the grass is available. I'll go walk towards that. That's all. It is very hot, I need some shade. And so slowly it walks towards the tree and then sits under it. That's all the desire it seems to have with nothing, no other desire. Therefore, desire comes along. Raga dvesha viyuktila indriyasyarthe raga dvesha vyavastito. That's a bold statement. That's a statement. That's an absolute statement. There is raga and dvesha with respect to everything. But then tayorna vashamagachi. So this jnani, tyaktva means what? Having given up all the vasha, I am never going to be under the spell of raga and dvesha. I have raga dveshas. I like also, if you ask me to list, the jnani will say, yes, I like all these things, A, B, C, D, E, F. I don't like all these things. But it doesn't affect me because what's going to come is going to come. Richa labha santushtaha, etc. Right? So, sarva eshana vimuktaha san means having given up, having been freed from all the binding desires. Okay? Vimuktaha san samam sarva bhutastam dhyatva na shochati, does not come to grieve anymore. Or maybe I should begin to worry about Atma. Because now Atma, I come to know, I've ignored Atma for so long, Atma must be sad because you've been ignoring me, No, Atma doesn't need my worry. Neither will Atma worry about me. And so this worry, mutual worry is not needed. And so na shochati. Let's read the next one. Tadvijnanat
तद्विज्ञानात्
abhayapraptehe
अभयप्राप्तेः
shoka avasara abhavat
शोक अवसर अभावात्
kutaha bhayeksha.
कुतः भयेक्षा.
Yeah. He's now giving a reason why there is no sorrow, na shochit. Okay, he's giving a reason. Tad vijnanat abhaya praptehe means abhaya praptatvat. Because when you come to know about Atma, then it gives what is called abhayam. There's a gain of abhayam, abhaya praptihi. Because dvitiyat hi bhayam bhavati. When I say fear, I have fear. I'm afraid of something. And that something also is Atma, really speaking. That something can hurt my body and my body can get injured. Yes, that's possible. But then Atma can never be injured. I may have to take care of the body to the extent I have to. But then I can't, there is no question of fear anymore. Because dvitiyati bhayam bhavati, there is no dvitiyam at all. There is no second thing at all. Okay. So that's what the Taittiriya Upanishad concludes in this manner. यदा ह्येवैषये तस्मिन् अदृश्येनात्म्ये निरुक्ते निलयने अभयं प्रतिष्ठां विन्दते अथसो अभयंगतो bhavati. Abhayam, it concludes, says, okay, abhayam. Finally, fearlessness. Because in this life, I have to lead the life now. I got moksha, but I am afraid means what? That is not moksha. That is not moksha. Fear has to go. Okay, anxiety comes and goes, etc. is there because of this vasana that is there. That is why nididhyasana is important for a jnani. So as to remove all that, so as to decondition, so as to remove that hangover. So here he is saying, abhaya prapti, because of that bhayam, abhaya prapti, shoka avasara abhava. Avasara means an opportunity for sorrow is not there. What a bold statement it is. An opportunity for sorrow is not there, it seems. Shankaracharya is saying. Okay. And maybe I'll be guilty because of past. I think I did certain things. Then I did not do certain things. So guilt is there, and guilt is just gnawing at me, and then all these problems are there. No, there's no chance. There's no chance, he says. Avasara, chance at all is even a chance. Slight. Kadu matram api, gandha matram api, there is no chance. Okay. Kutaha bhayeksha. Iksha. Iksha means sight. Sight. Iksha is sight. Bhaya iksha. Where is he going to see fear? Fear from where? There. A snake comes into the door. What happens? Yeah, some anxiety will be there. Something will happen because that's the body. That's the way it be. Body, mind, all mithya. Please remember that. The natural reaction will be there. So we should not idealize this too much, and we otherwise will get into all kinds of complications. Oh, there's a snake, and so something has to be done, and I don't know how to deal with it. A snake. What do you do? You have to do whatever you have to do. That's all. Google what to do when snake enters house. Something you do. You do something. Or call somebody, do something. Whatever you have to do, you have to do. That's it. But you can't say Abhaya Prapti is there. Means Abhaya Prapti is there's no longer inadequacy. I am inadequate. I am incomplete. I have not done what is to be done yet. I will die a sad person. This kind of idea doesn't exist in the mind of India. Tomorrow, if there is somebody says you have only a few days to live. Okay, that's it. Prarabdha karma is kicking in. What can I do about it? What can I do? That's his problem. He wants to take me. What can I do about it? That's it. Let him figure it out. So it's his job. He has to come and take me. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to stay put right here. Okay, so that's the idea here. All right. Kutaha bhayeksha. Bhayeksha. Where is he going to see fear in? That is what he's asking. Shankaracharya. Let's read the next one. Iha eva
इह एव
avidyakrita
अविद्याकृत
kama karma bandhanaihi
कामकर्मबन्धनैः
vimuktaha bhavati
विमुक्तः भवति
vimuktascha
विमुक्तश्च
san
सन्
vimuchyate
विमुच्यते
punaha
पुनः
शरीरं न गृह्णाति
शरीरं न गृह्णाति
इत्यर्थः.
इत्यर्थः.
He's concluding. He's saying, Iha eva avidya krita karma, kama karma bandhanaihi vimuktaha bhavati. Iha eva, here itself, means while living. Jivan, Jivan means while living. That's why it's called Jivan Mukti. Jivan, Shatri, Jeev, Dhatu. So, Iha eva means Iha, typical word Iha refers to right now, here and now. Okay. And in this life itself, ihaiva tairjitas sargaha yesham samye sthitam manaha nirdosham hi samam brahma tasmad brahmani te sthitaha. Like that in fifth chapter it comes. Ihaiva taihi jitaha sargaha. Here itself, the samsara is won over by them. Ihaiva. That Iha is important. So ihaiva, what happened? Avidya krita kama karma bandhanaihi vimuktaha bhavati. Vimuktaha bhavati. Ihaiva, here itself the person is free. Vimuktaha becomes free. Okay. Vimuktaha bhavati. From what? Bandhanaihi. From all kinds of bondages, all kinds of restraints, the person becomes free. And what kind of bondages? Karma bandhanaihi. from action as well as results. Karma, because karma can refer to karma phala also, And so, either way, I can be bound. Karma phalam will bind me. If I want something and I desperately want it, I'm bound. That's it. I'm bound. That's the thought is enough. You don't, what I'm going to do later comes later. Just the thought is enough. I want another phone, if I say, gone. That's bondage. And I can't live without another phone. Bondage is confirmed. Confirmed. You just keep your mouth shut if you want to look like a jnani. Just keep your mouth shut. Okay. And so karma bandhanaihi and kama karma bandhanaihi. Okay. Desire is there before karma and karma phalam. And what is this kama created by? Avidya krita. Created by avidya. We know that cycle. Avidya, kama, karma phalam. And then again, punarjanma, avidya, kama, karma. That is what we say here. Avidya krita. Avidya krita or avidya is important. Because dhyatva, jnatva, shravanam kritva, mananam kritva, jnatva, aparam chet, praptavyam, param chet, jnatavyam. Okay, that we should keep in mind. Shankaracharya said in Kathopanishad some time ago. And so, uh, so kama has to go away. Kama has to go away means be very, very careful. Many people are working hard to remove desire. A, in this chapter 14 Bhagavad Gita that we are studying, look at the language Krishna is using. Rajo ragatmakam vidhi. We just saw it, right? Rajo, rajas, tamas, everything we are discussing. Rajo ragatmakam vidhi. He uses the word vidhi. Vidhi means what? May you know, janatu. May you know that rajas is ragatmakam. It is of the nature of creating a desire in you. That is rajas. Rajas creates desires. Sattva questions desires. Okay? Sattva questions desires. So vidhi, he says. Vidhi means what? May you know. May you know means what? Krishna wants Arjuna to know what he is talking about. Simply listen and say, oh, nice Anushtup Chanda, nice music today. No. Krishna is not there to give some entertainment to Arjuna. Vidhi, may you know. That means Krishna has a desire to teach, and for Arjuna to understand. He says, understand Arjuna what I'm saying. Okay. So that means Krishna has a desire also. Not a binding desire. It's not a binding desire. Means what? Whether Arjuna understands or not, even Krishna cannot say, really speak. Let whatever happen. Krishna may know, okay, that's fine. But that is law, because Krishna is an embodiment of the entire, all laws, all niyamas, all order. Whereas Ishvara means order. And so he has a desire. Shankaracharya has a desire to write the commentary or not. Without the desire, he could not have picked up the pen. And does he want us to understand what he is writing or not? Obviously, he wants us to understand Bhagavad Gita. He says in the beginning, Upodgata Bhaashyam, introduction, he says, I'm writing this Bhaashyam because, he says, reasons he gives. Because there are multiple conflicting understandings of the Bhagavad Gita. Therefore, I am, in order to make it remove that confusion, I'm writing this comment. Like that, he says that. So see that the desire is very much there. Desire will be there. So never should we should say remove desires. We can say binding desires can be removed. That we can say. Binding desires means what? If the desire is not satisfied, because whether the desire is going to be fulfilled or not is not in my hands. Not in my hands, not even in Ishvara's hands. Not even in God's hands. Correct? Think about it. It will happen. It will happen. The niyama is there. Ishvara. Ishvara is what happens. And the cause of desire is also Ishvara. The desire is also Ishvara. And whether the desire is going to get fulfilled and in what manner it's going to get fulfilled is also Ishvara. Ishvara cannot violate Ishvara's laws. The desire cannot be fulfilled a microsecond sooner, and it won't get fulfilled a microsecond later also. Right? So, nirbandhakam karma. And that's why in the fourth chapter, okay, gata sangasya muktasya jnanavasthita chetasaha yajna yacharatah karma samagram praviliyate. Fourth chapter 23. See, gata sangasya muktasya, the one who is free, muktaha, gata sangaha, for whom all binding desires are gone. Gata sangasya muktasya jnanavastita chetasaha, the one whose mind has that jnanam, samyak vijnana purvakam, Shankaracharya says here, correct? And then yajnaya acharataha karma, does that person act, do anything at all? Yeah, that person very much does karma, has the freedom to do karma. Yajnaya acharataha, as a yajna, loka sangrahartam, Lokasangrahamevapi sampashyan kartum arhasi. Somewhere he had said that. Second chapter. Or third, I forget. So, here, Yajnaya, he says here in the fourth chapter. Continues to do. Yajnaya acharata karma. What happens to that karma? Samagram praviliyate. Everything is resolved. Nothing remains. Praviliyate means a karma phalam will come. Who is going to enjoy the karma phalam? Not the jnani. Everybody else who has to enjoy it will enjoy that karma. Because loka sangraha, some karma is being done. And so it leaves no trace. There is no trace at all. Sometimes they use the word, but they show the bird. Bird. A bird's flight leaves no trace. Whereas a human being walking on earth will leave trace. There's no trace. There is no trace of a jnani's karma. That is what that shloka is saying. And so, then what? Vimuktascha san vimuchyate. Last quarter of the mantra. Vimuktaha san vimuchyate. Being free, being vimuktaha or muktaha, both are identical here. Being free, ihaiva, right? Earlier he said, ihaiva, avidya krita, etc. He said, being free now itself. Person can be young, person can be old, person can be male, female, doesn't matter. Person can be in good health, bad health, poor health, okay? And so, ihaiva, vimuktaha cha san vimuchyate. Vimuchyate means what? Then what about after death? Okay, now the person is free. Then after death, another birth is waiting, no? No. Vimuchyate. Punaha shariram na grinati. Once again, that person, that jiva, will not gain a body, will not get a body, will not take on a body, will not accept a body, will not get into a body. Because no identity after death anymore. Identity itself is gone beyond. So that's the meaning here. Yetad vai tat. Shankaracharya doesn't say that, doesn't write it. Very interesting. But the Moolam has etad vai tat. So I think it's useful for us to, in brackets, at least put etad vai tat. That's what I have done here. Because it is there in the Moolam. And this is what you asked for. Nachiketa in 1:120 and 1:2:14. 1:120 AM Vichikitsa Manushye and 1:2:14 Anyatra Dharma Anyatra Dharma. And the same moon he asked two times in two different ways. He asked, right? We should remember that.
Guruji, what is the difference between Vimuktascha and Vimuchyate?
So here Shankaracharya is saying Vimukta means free here, right now. I got knowledge, so I'm free. That is vimuktaha. Vimuchyate refers to what happens after death. What happens after death of the body? Because in our culture, we talk about it. Every culture talks about after death. Even in our culture, we have so many darshanas after death. What happens? Vishishtadvaitis have a beautiful way of saying it. Madhvas have a way of saying it. Here he is saying there is no travel, nothing. Vimuchyate means no travel. The jiva merges with the prapancha and there's no longer any identity. Karna Sharira is also gone. All Shariras are gone. Sthula Shariram merged. Sukshma Shariram becomes, dissolves. And Karna Shariram also, quote unquote, gone. That Kartrutvam is what makes all this magic happen. And once you take the Kartrutvam out, again other magic happens. So it's referring to now and after death.
In other words, can I say this is one is Jivan Mukti, the other is Videha Mukti?
Correct. Jivan Mukti and Videha. That's the correct word to use.
Okay. Okay.
So Vimuktaha is Jivan Muktihi, Jivan Muktaha cha, and then Vimuchyate and Videha Muktihi api. Videha Muktihi. Correct. So consistent with what we've discussed. So, what is the summary of this shloka? Go back to the Moolam. This Atma, Brahma is there in this body. Parameshwara is there in this body as Atma. Our Atma is present here as manifest as the body. Okay. And knowing that Parameshwara only as Atma and Atma as Brahma, knowing that this identity is there, that and knowing that I am the whole, then there is a question of Bhayam at all. Then that person becomes free. Vimuktaha, free here and free, continues to be free even after death. After death, there's no identity at all. And so freedom is, this is the real freedom, so to speak. The person is liberated. That's the meaning of this shloka. Okay, let's do the Anvaya. Okay, so Shariram Ekadasha Dwaram Puram. Or Ekadasha Dwaram Puram Shariram. Both are okay. And Ekadasha Dwaram and Shariram must be in brackets. Okay. Ajasya Avakrachetasaha. Ajasya Avakrachetasaha. And then Brahmanaha. Shankaracharya's word Brahmanaha Bhavati. In fact, Nityasya Brahmanaha Bhavati, we should say. All in brackets. Nityasya Brahmanaha Bhavati. Okay. Ajasya Avakrachetasaha Nityasya Brahmanaha Bhavati. Means this city belongs to this unborn, eternal Brahma. That is the translation. All right. Next. Tam Puraswaminam Parameshwaram. I've added these words, all in brackets. Tam Puraswaminam Parameshwaram Anushtaya. Okay, follow the moolam. Because here in the moolam, who is doing dhyanam is not said here. Okay, so some or what is the dhyanam on is not said. So we are doing that. Tam puraswaminam parameshwaram anushtaya. Okay, then okay, that is what are you going to do dhyanam about? Tam puraswaminam parameshwaram anushtaya na shochati. But who na shochati is not said. Shankaracharya says here, sarvaishana vimukta vinirmuktaha. We should say that. Therefore, after anushtaya, put within brackets sarvaishana vimuktaha. Sorry, sarvaishana vinirmuktaha na shochati. That's the word. That's the word. I was looking at for the right word. I got it. Sarveshana vinirmuktaha na shochati. Full stop. Okay, you understand what we're doing, right? Yeah, good. Then vimuktaha san. Vimuktaha san. Saha. Punarjanmanaha. That is my word. Okay. Saha also is my word. Not Shankaracharya's word. You may want to make a note of that. Saha punarjanmanaha vimuchyate cha.
Guruji, can you repeat from Vimuktaha San?
Yeah, vimuktaha san. Saha. Saha means he or she. Saha. Punarjanmanaha. Punarjanmanaha vimuchyate. Punarjanmanaha vimuchyate cha. The cha is the moolam, I think. Yeah. Vimuktascha vimuchyate. So vimuktaha san, being free here now. Saha punarjanmanaha api vimuchyate. That person is free from future birth also. Just to understand it properly. Etad vaitat. Okay. Let me repeat this. एकादशद्वारं पुरं शरीरम् अजस्य अवक्रचेतसः ब्रह्मणः भवति. फुल स्टॉप. तं पुरस्वामिनं परमेश्वरम् अनुष्ठाय सर्वैषणा विनिर्मुक्तः न शोचति. विमुक्तः सन् सः पुनर्जन्मनः विमुच्यते च. फुल स्टॉप. एतद् वैतत्. फुल स्टॉप. So when we introduce our own words, we have to be very careful, very, very careful. He says, Punaha shariram na grinnati. Punaha shariram na grinnati. Means another body is not going to be there. And that's why I said Punarjanma. Janmanaha vimuchyate. Free from future births. If you're welcome to put it a different way also. If there is such a word in the Bhagavad Gita, you can put that, etc. Yeah, Maheshji, go ahead.
In the first sentence, which are on the parenthesis?
Yeah. So Puram is the only word in the moolam. Okay. Puram.
Ekadasha Dwaram
also is in the moolam.
So yeah, 1 second. Oh, wait. I made a mistake here. Oh, no, correct. You're right. Ekadashadwaram should not be in brackets. So Ekadashadwaram, Puram, Ajasya, avakra chetasaha. These are the only words from the Moolam.
Okay.
Everything else in brackets.
So Shariram and
Yeah.
Nityasya Brahmana Bhavati.
Correct.
Okay.
4
Thank you.
words are in brackets. Yeah. Good. All right. Sambandha Bhaashyam. Sahatu
सः तु
na
न
ek sharira puravarti
एकशरीरपुरवर्ती
eva
एव
atma
आत्मा
kim tarhi
किं तर्हि
sarva puravarti
सर्वपुरवर्ती
katham.
कथम्
So, this sambandham is such an important thing. That flow, somebody is telling you a story. You're listening intently. But if that person doesn't know how to tell the story, what will happen? He'll go off, take off somewhere. You don't know how did this go happen. Wait a minute, I thought you said this. What happened to him? All these questions will come. So Shankaracharya said it. Sambandham is very important. Before going to the mantra itself, he gives an indication what the mantra is about, and therefore he builds that sambandha. Yeah. All right. Previous mantra, what did it say? It said, hey, Brahman is in the body also. In the body. That's the idea. As Atma. Okay. Now, Saha, look at this. Saha too. Uh, there is Atma, okay? That Atma in the sentence, bring it next, put it next to that Saha. That Saha refers to that Atma, right? Saha Atma tu Eka Sharira Puravarti na eva. Hey, wait a minute. If you are thinking this Atma is there uniquely in one being, and some other Atma is there in some other being, and some other Atma is there in some other being, if you are getting that kind of an idea, hold on to your thought. Hold on to your thought. Saha Atma tu Eka Sharira Puravarti. Means what? Varti means residing in, citizen of. This Atma is a citizen of only one body. Correct? Eka Sharira Puravarti. Okay? Naeva, not at all. Not at all. That's not the case at all. Naeva Bhavati. Kim Tarhi. Then in that case, what? In that case, what? In that case, Sarva Puravarti. Sarva Puravarti. Whatever Pura, whatever Sharira, whatever Upadhi you tell me, and Atma is there in that Upadhi also. Sarva Puravarti. Pura, city. Anything, any Upadhi which is now a city for us, which can be symbolized by a city, and Atma is a Sarva Puravarti. Atma is the essence of everything in this world. Sarva Bhutastam. Even though he mentioned it earlier, he is now giving this sambandha because the mantra is going to be like that. Mantra is going to be like that. We're going to see that shortly. Why he says. So we should, what we should do? At least in your abhyasa, you can do this. You finish the bhashyam of a mantra, then you come back to the Sambandha Bhaashyam and now see why Shankaracharya gave that Sambandha. That's a very good exercise. See, we finish the Bhaashyam, we go on to Adhyaya and move on, right? But it's useful to come back to the Sambandha Bhaashyam. Because Sambandha Bhaashyam reflects an understanding of the mantra. He knows what the mantra is saying, therefore he's giving the Sambandha. So now that we know what the mantra is telling, you come back. Now, can I understand the Sambandham better? That exercise will be useful. Katham. How is this so? How do you say this? That is what the Upanishad is going to say. And so that's again the same argument that Sankhya Vada Sankhya, Yoga, Nyaya, Vaisheshika, all four of them talk about this Atma Bahutva Vadaha is there. Atma Bahutvam. Atma is all pervasive, but there are many Atmas. It's very hard for us to accept that. For us means for Advaita Vedantis to accept. Because something that is all pervasive is already covered everything. And then you say another Atma is competing against this Atma to be all pervasive. Is very hard to refute. I mean, very hard to defend. So many Purushas. So they will say not many Atmas. Many Purushas are there. Purusha and Pradhana. Correct? Purusha, Pradhana. They use those words. Purusha. Many Purusha. Purusha Bahutvam. And that is being refuted in the next what he said. And Krishna also has refuted it. Where did he refute it? Kshetrajñanchapi mam viddhi sarvakshetreshu bharata. Okay. Kshetrajña. Okay. Kshetrajñanchapi mam viddhi. Hey, understand me to be the knower of the kshetram, the conscious being. Sarva bhuteshu, sarva kshetreshu, every kshetra, every upadhi, every puram, every shariram, I am the one. I am the one, and I am not many. Okay, I am the one means I am the one, only one is there in every being. He said that in the chapter number 13. Chapter number 13. Correct. Kshetra Kshetrajna Yoga. All right, let's chant this mantra. It's a little bit of a tongue twister, but I'll try my best to, make you repeat this. Okay. Virendraji. Okay. Hamsaha
Hamsaha
Shuchi Shat
Shuchishat
Vasuhu
Vasuhu
Antarikshasat
Antarikshasat
Kota
Kota
Vedishat
Vedishat
Titihi
Itihi
Atitihi
Atitihi
Turonasat
Durornasat
Nrishat
Nrushat
Varasat
Varasat
Rutasat
Rutasat
Vyomasat
Vyomasat
Abja
Abja
Goja
Goja
Ritaja
Rutaja
Andrija
Adrija
Ritam
Rutam
Brihat.
Bruhat
Okay, let's do it again. Hamsaha
Hamsaha
Chuchishat
Shuchishat
Vasuhu
Vasuhu
Antarikshasat
Antarikshasat
Hota
Hota
Vedishat
Vedishat
Atithir Duro Nasat
Atithir Durornasat
Drishat
Nrushat
Rasat
Rasat
Varasat
Varasat
Ritasat
Rutasat
Vyomasat
Vyomasat
Abja Goja Ritaja
Abja Goja Rutaja
Adrija Ritam Brihat.
Adrija Rutam Bruhat.
Yeah. So we know what the essence of it even before coming to this mantra. What is the essence? Essence is that Atma which is there in one body, that Brahman which is there in one body, is actually there in all bodies also, all things also, everything, anything you bring up, it will be there. That's the essence, right? All right. So now look at these words are all going to have very different meanings, and anything you guess for this word will likely be wrong. Likely be wrong. We'll see that. Okay. So, so the best thing to do is, I mean, that's the essence of the mantra. The best thing to do is now to go to the Bhaashyam. I was thinking what to say. Because if I have to keep telling you the meaning of Hamsaha, then Shuchi, that Sat, it's going to be a big list. Very big list. So it's better to just directly go to the Bhaashyam, knowing that the essence of the mantra is that this Tvampada Lakshyartha, Tatpada Lakshyartha, they are equated. Tat Brahma is there, Tvam Atma is there, and both are identical. That same Brahma is there as Atma is in everything, in every Bhuta, in every being. That is the essence of this mantra, right? And some things are listed. There's a list of things. Like in Vibhuti Yoga, Krishna lists some things and says, you are welcome to add to the list also, he says. And so, these are just some things that come to my mind. And he says, like that, some things are listed here. Okay. Let's read the Bhaashyam. We have a few minutes left. Hamsaha
Hamsaha
Hanti Gacchati iti
Hanti Gacchati iti
Shuchishat
Chuchishad
Shuchau
Chau
Divi.
Divi.
So in your notebook, Divi is correct. In the Gita Press, Divya, it says that is not correct. Okay, Divya, I won't say it's not correct. The space between Divya and Dityatmana should be removed, and it should be Divya Dityatmana. So it is Divi plus Adityatmana. So it's correct, but the space has to be removed. Okay. So Shuchau Divi
Chuchau Divi
Adityatmana
Adityatmana
Sidati iti.
Sidati iti.
Yeah. Hamsaha. Okay, Hamsa. We are going to guess something like Swan and all this. Paramahamsaha. No, no, no. Shankaracharya says, you keep that aside for now. He's saying, Hanti Gachati iti Hamsa. You know, there's okay, Hanti. Hanti word is not new to you, correct? Why it is not new?
Second chapter Bhagavad Gita.
Second chapter. Correct. What is the shloka?
Nahanyate
Hanti na
hanyamate.
Hanti.
Nahanti na hanyate. Ya enam vetti hantaram. Yaschainam manyate mritam. Ubhau tau na vijanitaha. Nayam hanti na hanyate. Hanti. Nayam hanti. Hey, this person does not kill. Na hanyate. Neither is a person killed. Neither is Atma killed. We saw that hanti. That is the meaning of hanti. So, okay, now if you look at the dhatu pata and look up han dhatu says himsa gatyoho. Himsa. That meaning yaevam veti hantaram etc. The word han comes 3 or 4 times there. All that refers to himsa. Himsa means hurting, referring here to killing. Then there's another meaning, himsa gatyoho. Gati means movement. Shankaracharya takes that meaning for the word dhatu. Two meanings are there for the dhatu, and therefore don't forget the second meaning of the dhatu han. Not just himsa, it also means movement. So therefore he's saying hanti, hamsaha is hanti and gachati. Gachati means goes, moves. Okay. Iti hamsaha. And then you have then what? So what is the meaning of Hamsa? Moves, that which moves. So what is it that moves that he is referring to? Adityatmana. You have to go to that. You have to go to Aditya there. That which moves is Aditya. Constantly moving. Means non-stop, लगातार काम करता है सूर्य. Okay, he is referring to Hamsaha means what? Final meaning? Suryaha, Adityaha. No way, there's no chance we can guess this, right? And
Guruji, he's here saying Hanti and Gachati. The Dhatu gave two meanings. He's just listing both those meanings. Is that how we
no,
should read it?
correct, correct. The Han Dhatu, the third person singular is Hanti. Now the question is, what is the meaning of Hanti? Third person singular, goes or kills. Why? Because Han Dhatu itself has two meanings. Himsayati or Gachati. Okay. He says take the meaning of Gachati. Hanti is the conjugation of the Han Dhatu. There is only one conjugation for the Han Dhatu, but the meaning of Han is twofold. And so he's saying take the meaning of Gati, which therefore means Gachati. Hanti means Gachati. Hamsaha means that which means Hanti, and Hanti means take the second meaning Gachati, and therefore Hamsaha means that which moves. That which moves can be anything in this world, but we have to take it as Surya. Okay? I hope the logic is clear, correct? See, that's why this class, what will happen is either you will sleep in the class or you will be very alert in the class. Only two possibilities are there. In between, not possible. You'll be very alert because it will scratch your head like this. Or you say, no, this is not for me today. I'm sorry. All right. So, Anti Gachati Iti Hamsaha. Let's finish this. Shuchi Shat. Okay. Now, this Shuchi is now splitting. We'll come back to the entire meaning shortly. Shuchi. Shuchi means Shuchao. And Shuchao means Divi. Means what? Divi means heaven, Swargaha, Deva Lokaha. So Shuchi means Deva Lokaha. All right? Devaloka, Divi. He doesn't say Devaloka, Swargaloka. That is the meaning of Div. Okay? Because bright, illuminate, pure, etc. Pure. Because Punya Pradhana Lokaha, Therefore, Shaucham, when you say, that's referring to the Swargaloka. Pure. Punya Pradhana. Not affected by Papa. That is the idea there. So then Sat. Sat comes from Sad. Sad means remains, is present, is present, is present. Okay. And is present. What is present in the Swargaloka is called Shuchi Shat. Present in the Swargaloka. Right? Present in Swargaloka. That is the meaning of Shuchi Shat. Who is present in the Swargaloka? Hamsaha. Hamsaha means what? Hamsaha is present means what? Adityatmana Sidati iti. Hey, Atma is present as the sun in Swargaloka. So he is putting sun in Swargaloka, correct? Even though the sun, the physical sun is visible to us. You take it as my sun, okay? I am living because of you. I can see you. But Shankaracharya, Upanishad puts it in Swargaloka. Next is going to come. Antariksham is going to come. That Loka below the Swargaloka is going to come next. Okay. And so starting from Swargaloka is saying. So what is the meaning of Hamsaha Suchi Shat? You can put a full stop after Shuchi Shat. There is a full stop. Atma is present in the form of the sun in Swargaloka. That's the meaning of this two words. Okay. We'll continue this exciting shloka in the next. Okay. ॐ आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् ॐ आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ